Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to deploy laps to both the management side and the client side of the machines you're managing. First things first, probably want to familiarize yourself with the operation guide, datasheet, and technical specifications for laps. I will be referencing this guide throughout this video and showing you how to install it. There are two MSIs, 164 and 132. Both MSIs install both the management side and the client side. So when we open up the operations guide for the local administrator password management, you'll get your table of contents, and it will illustrate there's two parts to the installation. One is for machines that are managing, and one is for the client itself. For the management side, you can install that manually, or you can use the provided application in System Center, which is going to be the laps management. Also, for reference, obviously the laps client side will be pushed out to the clients. The management side, you want to choose everything under here, which will be the UI, PowerShell, and GPO editor templates. You can go through there and install it. For the client side, you can either choose that command to install it for either the 64 or 32-bit sides, or alternatively, you can choose to register the DLL. Note, if you do choose to register the DLL, it does not show up in Programs and Features. The AD preparation is already been done, so these two attributes are created, but you will need to give permissions to who can write to those, which we'll cover here in a second. If you have users in your OU that you do not want to have access to view the password, it is controlled by the all extended rights, and you can simply uncheck that for the users or the group of users that you do not want to have access. To assign that, you're going to use the admin pwd.ps, so you're going to want to import that module, and through PowerShell you can set the admin computer self permission -org unit and the name of the org unit, in this example, servers. And it's the same for adding the computer rights. We need to add the user rights and who can view it. So set the admin read password permission org unit name of OU -allowed principals and the name of the user or the group of users that will have access to that attribute. Last, you're going to want to set the admin password reset password permission. This is the attribute to a group of users who would be allowed to force the password reset. Again, same logic. It's going to be set admin password reset password permission -org unit, name of the OU -allowed principals, and the users or groups. Third, you're going to need to push out a group policy which is going to configure your passwords to these machines, and in this example it's going to be the enabling of the local admin password management, and does it allow the password expiration longer than required, the name of the administrator account, and the password setting. So these are all the configurations. For example, if you rename your local admin account from administrator to ABC123, you can tell that you want to monitor ABC123 as opposed to administrator. I have an example of that as DI SCCM-laps clients in the root of group policy management if you want to look at that.
Oh, did you test it? Did you just put that? Does it work?
This will walk through what you're going to be configuring. Again, enabling it, setting up the password settings, what complexity, the length, and the age, how often it's going to reset the password, the actual name if you rename your local admin account, and protectioning is too long plan time for password reset. Viewing the password is going to be quite simple. It's going to be based on the permissions that you have set to the organizational unit that the object lies behind. So you can either pull up the object in users and computers and go to the attribute image.msc for the password and expiration, or you can load up the Laps UI client, type in the computer name, and it will pull the password directly out of there. And last, if we do end up paying for the recast RTC, we will be able to right click on the computer object in SCCM and pull up the Laps password directly from there, which would launch a UI. The rest of the document goes on to explain that the password is stored in plain text, and the expiration date down to the nanosecond, which you can convert. This is showing you the Laps UI program that I just showed you, where you can pull the password. And you can also get the password via PowerShell. Get admin password, computer name. If you remove the extended rights, this is what someone would see on loading any of those. The password effectively be null to them. Resetting the password is as simple as hitting the set new expiration time, which is going to be right when you opened it. Password reset was successful, so the next time that a GPO is run against the machine, it will automatically note that the expiration time is different. Let's go ahead and try that. So I just ran a GP update on the machine, and as you can see, the password did reset with the new expiration time frame, and you can continuously keep doing that as much as you want. And then the log continues into some troubleshooting steps and a lot of the error codes and any problem scenarios. Let us know if you do have any questions. We can definitely assist. For now, this is a basic overview of Local Administrator Password Solution, or LAPS.